Shalom Yasharala, all praise and glory goes to our power. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai continually in sincerity and in truth with this great gospel. We're going to read this. It says, March is National Stop Blaming White People Month. And, March a few months ago, we didn't even notice this was a damn holiday. Esau done blame white people, made it a month. Because, right now the whole world is who? Blaming Esau. It's blaming Esau, man. Let me get a verse. 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3, it says, Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And it says in that man, the falling away was when we fell from our heritage, fell from our land, fell from our customs, and fell from the Heavenly Father, and He cut us off. That's when we became pure slaves and were scattered amongst all these other nations. And then it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Yeah, Esau going into destruction. His movements on the earth was pure destruction. When he went to these other countries, he came in the spirit of what? War. They talking about they going to liberate Iraq. What happened with Iraq? Iraq looked like a fucking nuclear missile done hit all over that motherfucker. Every country Esau done went into to help out, it's more chaos. He went into Central and South America, more chaos. He went to the Africas, more chaos, handing out guns and weapons. That's the spirit of Esau Edom, man. And this man has been revealed. Everybody know who the devil is. When people say the devil, who's the first person people think about? The so-called white man, the Caucasian man, Esau Edom. Revelation 20, verse 7. And it reads, And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. And that was during the Dark Ages, that 1,000 years where Jake was in control. When Jake had set up this Catholic church, when Jake was ruling over Europe, and then 1,000 years after Esau came into power during the Renaissance period. And what did Esau do? He changed all the images. Got rid of all the dark images, most of them. Because you still go to different parts of Europe, you're going to still find dark images of the Messiah as a little boy, Mary, the disciples. But it says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. And when Esau was loosed out of his prison, what did he go around the world doing? He went around the world deceiving people. I'm going to read. Verse 7, And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of earth, Gog and Magog to gather together to the battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And all of this is going to lead to what? World War III. With who? Russia. with China. And, Russia has friends. Russia has friends like Persia, China, and a lot of them other European countries. They're gonna hop on board too and fire on America, because America's gonna do something where all nations gonna despise the shit out of America. They're gonna hate the shit out of America. They're gonna want to destroy this place, man. I'm gonna go to the book of Revelation 18 and 8. It says, Therefore shall her plague come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And who's that main judgment coming to? Who's going to be burned with fire? America, the land of Israel. The Lord is preparing a fire for Basra. That's what's about to happen. The Lord's going to have his missiles bathed in Basra, man. This is the book of Jeremiah 50 and 25. It says, Yahweh hath opened up his armory. Yeah, the Lord about to open up that weaponry on Esau Edom, man. Because Esau Edom, he was set up to be the weapon on the face of the earth. Esau was also blessed with what? The sword. That's how he got his riches, his wealth. That's how he conquered the other nations. That's how he got his rule and authority after he dropped that bomb on Japan. The nations were afraid of him. But what happened? Through his greed, through his stupidity, he started selling his own weapons to other nations. He started giving his own weapons to other nations, and these other nations started mimicking his technology. And started making their own weapons. So now they got missiles. They got spacecrafts, spaceships. They could go into outer space, set up satellites. They got the same technology Esau got. So guess what? It's like, nigga, you ain't the tough one. You ain't the tough dude on the block no more. That's why China acting so tough, Russia acting tough. They got armory too. They got military men. They got people ready to fight. You got more people ready to fight for these other countries than people ready to fight for here than for America. It says Yahweh hath opened up his armory and hath brought forth his weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of our Yahweh power of host in the land of the Chaldeans. And you got to realize right now, Esau's your modern day Chaldean. Esau your modern day Egyptian. Esau your modern day Babylonian. Esau your modern day everything that was wicked from the past. Says he done took all the customs, everything of the past, and tried to put it together in one, in this wicked society of confusion. In the same way the Lord destroyed these heathens, these other nations, he's going to do worse to Esau, Edom. You should got to realize, especially here in Babylon the Great, they're going to receive the judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah. The same fire that the Lord sent to Sodom and Gomorrah, but much worse. I'm going to read the book of Jude 1 verse 7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh are set forth an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. So we seen the judgment that happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. Now right now, who's the main face of who's the main nation on the earth pushing what? That spirit of Sodom and Gomorrah. That spirit of sodometry. That homosexual. You got men just walking down the street clutching each other's hands, holding hands together with all kind of sweet, funny gear on. And the women are just manly, butchy women, out of shape. Just fucking couch body women. Just, these people, they look disgusting. These people look disgusting out here. This place has turned into what, a zoo. And guess what? The Lord's going to put fire to this place just like he did Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm reading, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire, man. That's the judgment that is soon to come to Babylon the wicked great. Babylon the wicked great. I'm going to go to the book of Proverbs 11 verse 21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. And guess what? You can't be holding hands on to the wicked right now. But Babylon the great and these Edomites, it's time to let their hands go. Let them go. Leave them alone. Be ye separate. Because guess what? All they're going to do is bring what? Your demise. They're going to bring your demise, man. Because guess what? The ways of Esau, Edom is against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The ways of Esau, Edom is a way of wickedness, filth, pollution. And who's the main people he forced these different weird agendas on you Israelites, man? He's the one pushing that broke back spirit on you very heavy. Very heavy, man, to the point where people are, they just closed the church. Some pastor got arrested because he said marriage is between man and woman, man and a woman, over in Europe, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the society you live in, where speaking against wickedness, you might go to jail. You might go to jail. So the people that are joined hand in hand with this place, they're gonna get the judgment too. You holding hands to a motherfucker about to get hit with a nuclear missile, your ass gonna get hit too. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. And the only people who are gonna make it out of here is the elect. The elect, the 2/3, they gonna die. All these these heathens that's still here in the shores of America, they ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna leave this place. Shalom.